I had an idea to bring all these competences which Shaku showed me into new tool, into new page. It's a web page. So we bought the STNhorizons.org webpage, and this is what you see here. And we created a Star Trek New Horizons wiki, or rather than a database. This we showed this on the last stream, so we a little bit teased up that. And today is the day we want to release it. We made in-game button or multiple in-game buttons in the mod that you can click on it and jump to this page, or you can make it as a favorite or whatever. This is now available for anyone, and yeah, I want to present it now. So what is it? What is it? We cropped all our data from the mod to show it readable at one place and up to date. So this will always be updated when we update a mod on the Steam Workshop. So it will never fall back. And it's a full off-game reference of everything in New Horizons. Maybe it's not finished yet, but it will finish in the next days, months, whatever. I guess it's 90% of the mod is now containing in. So I did yesterday the newest update for it, and what contains. So we have 7 sections, which is events, technology, empire, governance, economy, military, and exploration. And in each you have a bunch of tabs where you can, as example, show the edicts. What does the edict specific to, or what else? And the most important thing is we have a lot of different language native speakers who cannot speak English. They play Stellaris, Star Trek New Horizons in German, French, Russia, whatever. And all this is localized as the mod in all the different languages. So you can check what is that event Kittimer, for example. Yeah.
KH.
KH. Kitomer. So you have that event and you have no idea what you need to do. So for example, you can search it and you have all findings in this database. And you click on the event, and then you have the chance to read what is behind. So what is the immediate effects and what options will lead to what exactly. And people always ask us what I need to click on that event to get this result, that outcome, or what is the best way. And now you can check every event by just typing the ID. The ID is in the code, or when you open the cheat mode, you can read it via tooltip. Or you just type in Rura Pente as example. And then you get the offers with all this contains. And as you see, this is what I talked about earlier in the stream. You never see how many events a chain have. And here you now, the first time, it is possible to follow what is that amount of work. And here you can also find the things you never clicked on, but it can happen. So far to the event, though, you have here the list, of the related events, you could also click into this kind of manner. But it's more just the events. For example, technology. Technology contains every single technology. We have here numbers. It's currently 1,991 technologies. And when you have no idea how I get to the cubes, as example, you play Borg and you want to know how I get a cube. So you just search inside the technology tab and you will find only the technologies. Or when you go back to the hub, you will find everything with what is related to the cube in entire Star Trek mod. And so here you have components, or cube focus is a trait, or anything in events. But we want to know about the ship. So we click on the ship and we can check, oh, okay, this is the cube, this is the modifiers, the resource I need. And I have a chance to watch it off game. So I can look how the in-game appears. Here you have the different Borg colors. Shaka told before, the blue, orange, whatever. It always use the same mesh or the same ship size. It's a concept of Stellaris ship sizes, and it can happen that you have the same model for another faction or a different model. As example, when you battle ship, then you have here much more factions where you can choose. So you have the chance to dig into the mod without open the mod or without open the files. So you have all on one page. Oh, and technology is something more. Several months ago, we created a tech tree, which is visualized. And this is also on this page. As you see, this is 2,000 technologies, and it's maybe too much to find something, but I will show you some special. When you want to go to the Resilient Cube technology, you know, okay, but what I need before, you can go to the prerequisites here and click, or you go in the tree and you will see instant what this tree needs to have. So it's pretty useful, I would say. The next thing is the Empires tab. This contains all pre-scripted empires. So you have here 110 empires. Not every empire will spawn every time. So you have, as an example, the mirror universe version of the Earth is not happen on the non-mirror map, as example. But you want to know what does the anti-packs have. So you can check this and you can click on what means democratic at that moment, and you jump over. Okay, democratic gives me this, but you have no idea where the anti-can packs are placed on the map. So this is thankful for Zoom. We have a map which every faction is placed exactly on that position, as in a mod will happen. So you see here anti-packs, you can click on it and you see all information here as well. Also, you can simply scroll through the entire map. But maybe anyone say, oh, no, I don't want alpha, beta, delta, and gamma quadrant. I just want alpha beta map. So you have the chance to choose here, as example, the alpha beta quadrant. Yeah. So and just popping up all these alpha beta quadrant species, which already only spawns on that map in game. Or which is funny, we have the BOTF birth federation style. This is a kind of a roster. Maybe some of you know that. Yeah, or the mirror one, which is this one. Yeah, you see it's flipped over, it's mirrored. And as you see, the Klingons are on the left side now. Yeah, I'm really love that because often I want to play multiplayer session and I have no idea what faction I have to want to play. I need to join into run a game and switch into the observer mode and check. Oh, there, this position or that position that look good for me and okay. But now you can just do it here. You know where what map you play and then you can plan your next session. Yeah, this is the big three. Then we have here governance. What means that is the government different types, which is not choosable in the mod. It's prescripted. So we have just a few informations put into there just to make it full. The civics, which maybe can change. But overall, I think it's a good backup knowledge base to find out what exactly do the assimilation policy. Okay, when you not have it because you have no tag for it. So it can help. It can help while you play and open it with the Steam browser in game, or you use the web address as like me here and open it in the browser. You can do it as well in the smartphone, cell phone, but not the Empire map or the attack tree. Both need a bigger screen, so this is not working. So the military we already had, but you also have here all the different modules. I see some vanilla modules are still appreciated because we do not delete everything from vanilla, but it's not shown up because you don't get a tag. Yeah. So and finally, anomalies is like as the events roster, but it's a bit simpler. So you can find maybe interesting things you haven't, you never have found in the Star Trek New Horizons universe. Furthermore, we have a link to our blog page. I've spoken about. I made entry about 10 years, and Russ made another entry for today about the future. It's maybe interesting. And what is the next big thing next to this page, which is now available, is the STNH log analyzer. Is one of the tools we created, as Zoom said before, for localization. We have little tools to make things. This one was a wish from Orion. Orion asked me, hey, can we do this with that? And I said, oh, well, why not? We tried. And now we want to share it with the community, with everyone who wants. This is only working with STNH. So the game log file, which you can find in your document folder of Stellaris, contains only informations when you activate it. So you have to go when by start of the game, you started already, first day events are gone, and then you go to contacts, advanced diplomacy, advanced country data locking options, and turn on the locking options. and then you can read your progress. So it's just local. No files will upload it to anywhere. So it's only local. When you want to share the files with us, it's as like the save game files. You can upload it on the Discord, but this is only local, and you can analyze then how is your game, what what happens to you, or what happens to every other faction, and it's really interesting to improve your gameplay, to check. Oh, I didn't know that. And inside, you also get where is it? Oh, no, 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 no. Yeah, yeah. Nope. Yeah, I'm not fully prepared for this stream. However, I just want to say it's free for all. It's now available, and you see here always the last updates, what is updated, and yeah, Locutus of Borg, which works also on the dev team, said a few weeks ago, as I showed him this, how big this mod really is. He just got remembered by serving on this page. It's not imaginable what in the last 10 years have been done. So just check the numbers, check the stuff, the content, and yeah, let me know about bugs, about missing stuff or whatever in Discord, and it will get updated instantly because we use that as well. Actually, we found bugs with this tool. Also, we could fix that in game. Yeah, I think that's all. So I could not tell anymore.
Oh, that's perfect, G-Ban. Thank you very much. I think this is going to be an amazing tool, an amazing useful tool for answering a lot of questions that people often have. For example, I think in our last game that we played together, the multiplayer game, you were asking like, "Oh, Brizene nitrate. Where do I get Brizene nitrate?" And
Yeah,
then,
exactly.
yeah, you can search for that, and it tells you everything there is to know about Brizene nitrate. So it tells you, for
So
example, like, yeah, as
yeah,
the buildings that use it, the buildings that make it, edicts and things that use it. So I think that's excellent.
yeah, exactly. I had no idea. I know Brazil, but oh shit, I will get this resource from. So I go into this and just find Brazil nitrate, two buildings. That's the sources, and here you see what is consuming this Brazil. And so I click on the building, and I got that the next step. Okay, I see. Oh, it needs food, uh, but it gives Brazil. But when I get it, prerequisites, the technology. Yeah, I click on it, and I instantly jump to the technology in the tree. What is needed? So I see. Okay, this four technologies I needed. Unfortunately, in this game, I never got that advanced fertilization technology, but I got orbital hydroponics, and yeah, it was actually often a help. I never had help before. Um, I think just a few users will use it, but it's a tool for us, at least. It's a tool for us, um, and yeah, it will always be up to date. This is cool. I just have
Absolutely.
to one click button, and the parsers will scan the files I uploaded to Steam, and it's done. It's just one click. It's perfect. 10 years ago, never could imagine this kind of. We created we opened a wiki on the Stellaris wiki, as mod sub wiki, and it was never finished and it was never up to date. So I gave that option up and made this. Zoom helped me a lot, really, and now we have it. Yeah, I will improve it. Something what is still missed will coming soon. Yeah.
Yeah, that's excellent. I just want to kind of reinforce that yet again, that this will be updated automatically. So whenever, let's say Russ gives the okay of like this update is good to go and it's published on Steam, this tool will read those game files automatically. So exactly as you said, because the old wiki unfortunately was always very, very far out of date and missing a lot of stuff because it was an absolutely like monumental Herculean task to keep it up to date with all of the changes in Stellaris and in Star Trek New Horizons. So yeah, this will be updated automatically. There is one question for you in the chat that I don't think I've been able to answer yet, simply because I haven't gone through, I haven't specifically looked for this yet. Do you have a place where you can see all of the species?
Yeah, we had.
Yeah, we still have this here, isn't it? Oh no, it's only the prescripted.
We had
right?
it at this position, at the third button, species. If I'm right.
Because, for example,
it's still in the code. I just made it invisible because it's pretty hard to get the pictures of the portraits out of the game, out of the mod into this page, because it's as you see on the ships. The ships are all have no textures. It's really complicated to get it in, but the shape is ready, game ready, and I can use it right here. The portraits are not ready, so it have its paradox shaders. It's called paradox shader, and I have no idea to make this happen. So I would have to make a picture of hundreds of by hand of hundreds of portraits to show them. But it's yeah, we have it in mind, and in the future we will maybe add this again for the current release. Zoom and me, we decided to remove that. It's not that perfect or final stage to show it up.
Yeah, the data was pretty messy as well, so we would have needed to clean up the data, and we just decided, okay, let's leave it be for now and add it later.
So example, when you check, you click on any faction, on any, yeah, and you can read here interesting things and the species, whatever, the traits, and then you have here the ruler. So this is legacy from that portrait thing. And we have here the portrait Antidian lines, 01, and +0 texture, +0 attachment, +0 closes, things which is really difficult to crop or pass out of the files, and to manage that it's shown good. I don't want to show. I know it's people want to see how the factions look like and not how the mod files look like. So when you have that, it would you cannot see and understand. You would say, oh, there's a bug, and I would just only get bug reports about a page. So that's the reason for now, but it will come. So in any kind of way, maybe I have to take that pictures, or I find a way to implement these paradox shaders here.
Okay. So, I mean, hopefully this will be a feature that comes in the future. So just to answer via Maria's question, it's not in there yet, but hopefully in the future that's coming. Perfect. I think Via Maria might have another question, but will be in probably in German. So I will translate for you or ask you in German when that comes. Spock says bugs. Starship Troopers quote. Yes, Spock is definitely a bug
I
hunter.
want to intervene here. Spock is one of the most active beta tester and reports almost every night 10 new bugs. He's really active.
Yeah,
I
that's
like him.
true.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah.
And confirm. Spock is really active.
That's perfect. Okay, so the question hasn't come in yet. Oh yeah. Also meine Frage bezog sich auf Inhalte bezogenen auf das Grand Archive, also diese collections. Oh, I see. I'm sorry, my mistake. So I asked you before about species. That was not what Via Maria was asking, but rather about the Grand Archive and collections. Is that in this
What does it
tool?
mean? So we have megastructure, Grand Archive, so we can switch over. And do you mean that? Oh, that's a Borg one. The Federation. Is that what you mean?
I think so.
We have oh, I need to activate global search. Go back to here.
Oh, sorry, one moment. Via Mario says, nicht im Tool in ganzen Mod meine ich. Das gibt es doch nur in die großen Relikte, oder? Yeah, so I believe the Grand Archive from the base game is not really used in the same way in Star Trek New Horizons as it is in Stellaris itself.
Not the same kind. I actually don't know how it works in Stellaris Vanilla. So actually I did it last time, maybe 5 years ago. We take what we want and need and we like and use it in game. But what the difference is to the vanilla, I have no idea. So yeah, we have a Grand Archive in the mod, which is fitted to Star Trek New Horizons.
Okay, so Via Mario has just sent me a link to the collections that you find in Stellaris. And the link here on the Stellaris wiki says, the collection contains every species obtained by an empire. Specimens can be obtained from events or discoveries. Specimens can be displayed if the empire has the galactic archivism technology and a Grand Archive megastructure, which includes various benefits but also has an energy upkeep. So basically, it looks like a zoo in the base game of up to 9 specimens or up to 9 species, and from 9 species you make a collection. So this is currently, and then Via Mario says, dieses Inhalt meine ich, wird es denn für den Mod auch irgendwann geben? So are you thinking about implementing something like at least from my perspective, because I'm also not familiar with this from the base game, it looks like a zoo of pops that
Yeah, it's not everything. What is a feature in Stellaris Vanilla fit into the Star Trek universe? So this could fit into several factions, I guess. But then, if you make this for these, like I would say, let's say Orions, yeah, they collect factions, whatever, and some kind of a collector's zoo, or in where data was collected by that guy, and it can be on particular points be used, but then with all the benefits I see here on that wiki page, it's maybe not good to balance when just one faction or 2, 5, 6 factions have access to that, and the other factions have now a canon thing to compensate that. I cannot promise, and it's actually more a reason by updating policy from Paradox that we have no answer to this question. So as Ross said, you have to follow all these compatibility updates and all the ideas which is down the pipeline will never have a chance to get reviewed before we have all these compatibility issues resolved. So yeah, it's at least now on that review list, but no promises.